Hey guys! Thank you so much for supporting me on this journey once again. It's another voting week and I need your vote and support. Please continue to vote for your girl as I make you all proud.
What's up, my darling MVPs? How are you all doing? Welcome back to Sell With Me, Seriously, maybe where you get the gist. As it do waiting, as it hurts. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on the bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hurts? So please, if you have not subscribed to this channel and you're watching this video right now, kindly just pause and do the needful. Thank you and God bless you. Now guys, this is a quick question. Have you been voting for your fave? Do not forget, by maybe is it not Thursday or so or thereabouts, the voting line will be closed, and maybe I know you don't want to see your fave in the bottom 3 or whatever. So kindly vote for them to avoid Hadino, because we do not know this voting system this time. You don't want to see your fave and the jury doing those thingy on Sunday. All right, even as I started CeCe with this voting thing, it just reminded me of her conversation with White Money earlier. It was quite a funny thing. These two people, I actually do like their friendship, in as much sometimes CeCe come off rude. CeCe does not know how to speak to people. I do not know if you're CeCe's fan, but I need to say the truth. There's a way she approach people which is not cool. And White Money says he spoke to her the other time and she actually did wave it off, but he knows that he has said his 2 cents. Who was he even telling this the other time? Okay, Ilebaye. Yes, Ilebaye. He was telling Ilebaye yesterday night while he was advising Ilebaye about how she needs to, hold herself in the house, and even asked Ilebaye the reason why she came for the game. He was actually advising her like as a younger girl to him, you understand? And then now you CeCe, for example, and said CeCe was speaking to him in a rude way, and he actually approached CeCe, and CeCe was not even accepting, her wrong, but he knows that he has delivered the message, okay? But he's always, maintaining his stand when it comes to CeCe, because he knows how to manage people. The conversation they had on this particular picture is a conversation of CeCe was trying to joke with White Money from upstairs and was telling White Money that, White Money, if I am talking to you, I need your undivided attention. And White Money now told her that the pole is even taller than her. So it's actually funny. I love seeing the two of them together, sincerely. I love the friendship they have there. Anyways, guys, let's enter the gist at hand. So the housemates are on their diary session. For Venita diary section, let me just sum it up. She was actually not pleased the way things are going between her and her brother, and that she was saying that Neo is one person that do come to her house for holiday and all of that, but coming to this house right now, the connection is no longer there, and she is not pleased, about it, so she's not even happy about it, and she was like Mercy, Fraud, and Seyi, they're actually questioning her loyalty, because of this pardon me thingy, while them were not even loyal to her during their season because their lack of loyalty to her actually made her leave the house. And she also said she really wished she sort out things with her brother. But now the funny thing is, Neo actually wants to sort out things with Venita, but Venita is not giving him the room to. I don't know why it's giving 2 sides to me, right? She's in the diary room crying. People are saying this one is foul tears, you understand? But at the same time, you do not want to give your brother the room to settle things. You understand? I don't know which one anyways. And she has been going from one person. Anyway, from one person, she actually had a conversation with Adekunle concerning this pardon me thingy. Adekunle was even asking her that, does it mean that because the actual reason for Fraud to be pardoned is because of the wife is actually delivering this week? And Venita was trying to cut it off. I'm like, is it not worth it? At least he left the wife coming to the show, And also she still had a conversation with Seyi again. I was telling Seyi that she was explaining to Fraud that they did not really have a conversation, because I just don't know. This Fraud thinking is just getting too much. Fraud and Venita thing. I think Big Brother noticed it has gotten too much. As in Fraud diary session, Big Brother asked Fraud about the back and forth of his pardon me, and he was like, okay, if Big Brother mean back and forth, that he think Big Brother mean about Venita. He now said because after he won that pardon me, Venita came straight willingly, hugged him, and whispered in his ear that he did not nominate him, you understand? And at the same time, they are somebody that they are in the same group, blah blah blah. He was just saying everything to Big Brother on how it happened. Also say that of Alex, you understand? And he was like, he's grateful for all the people who actually nominated him for the pardon me please, and he was so emotional and he started crying. Fraud is a crybaby. So he started crying on how he misses the wife, on how this week means so much to him, that the wife is delivering this week, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, if you know it means so much to you, why you can't come to show? Your wife is almost due to delivery and you now came to Big Brother house. So this cry that you're crying for us now, is it for us to keep you more in the house or you want to go back? That's one of the reasons why you don't need this pardon me. People are not just smiling on the social streets at all. Still even talking about the pardon me thinking. The wife who is due to delivery actually, posted Mercy AK and said a queen and more, and tagged Mercy and said, we love you at official Mercy AK, meaning that the wife does not even want him to come back either. So you guys that are saying Fraud needs to go home to go and meet his wife since he is crying all over because of the delivery dates, he's just been emotional. It is normal to feel that way. This is his first child, So I know you guys would say, oh, if it's his first child, why did he not stay and experience the coming of his first child? But come on, guys, come on, the money needs to be made. They are here for business, so forget though. This thing that you're seeing them on your screen, they are here to build up their brand and possibly win the money. So the wife want the husband to win the money. As you can see, she's actually celebrating Mercy AK Lamborghini. The Lamborghini that you people are saying, Mercy is always with Fraud. Why is Mercy not giving him space? Why is Mercy always doing touching body? Why is Fraud always doing touching body? Now you have seen that the wife understand everything and love the friendship Fraud and Mercy share. So make una dey see say EG Gabi. Anyways, he now got to Doyin diary session. Okay, before Big Brother called Doyin, it may seem as though Doyin and them Cross was actually squashing their ish. Because immediately Fraud went out of the diary room with all teary. Then Big Brother gave him a time in the diary room. He left wearing his specs, so that people will not see his eyes, Then Big Brother went to the garden. The camera went to the garden where Cross and Doyin actually having a conversation, and Doyin was that she's actually sorry if she had said something that is not cool. We all know the issue between Doyin and Cross about a bowl in the toilet or whatever, on who put it, if it is Doyin. I think it's the day of the party that happened, okay? So before Big Brother now called Doyin, he needed to see the joy in Doyin for her to go to the diary room, So she went there with speech. She was like, Big Brother, I have never waited for diary session as this day. So she went there. Doyin aired her mind. Doyin said a lot, guys. Doyin is actually not pleased the way Ilebaye is being treated in that house. So then you told Big Brother that she's 30% happy. And then Big Brother asked her, where is the other 70%? She was like, that the other 70%, the housemate has taken all of them. That one of the major reasons is because of Ilebaye is being bullied in the house. And Big Brother was that she should be straightforward. She gave an example. She gave an example about Ilebaye, them cooking, and then Ike came to take one meat, and Ilebaye told Ike that as he has taken one meat, that he has shot his own meat. So when the time to dish food, they gave him only one meat. He started, coming for Ilebaye, telling her that I'll make you get your third strike, I'll make you do this, I'll make you do that. And then secondly, when they got their stuff from the storeroom, that Ilebaye wanted to help Doyin pick her razor or something, and Ike now hit her hand again. You understand that Ike has been coming for her in different ways. You understand that even when they wanted to change battery, Ilebaye was sleeping. Doyin was like, okay, Ike, help her change. You see, she was sleeping. Ike ignored and forcefully dragged the duvet from Ilebaye for somebody that is sleeping. So as you can see, it is given that Ike is trying to use every means possible to get to Ilebaye, and Doyin is really not finding it at all. And Doyin said, Biggie, the reason why I could not stand up and come for Ike is because of, they are actually saying that I'm acting as her godmother in this house, and that she does not like that narrative. You understand that she does not like it. But truly, Ike is doing way too much. You understand? He now said, Biggie, I read your rule book and I noticed that bullying is not a thing in your rule book. Big Brother, do something. That if she has the guts, if she have the opportunity, she would bring boys for Ike to beat that boy all up. You understand? She actually said a whole lot because of Ilebaye. Big Brother was like, is Ilebaye your friend? And she said yes. Big Brother now said, so why can't you stand for her? Feel free to stand for her. How do you think it is not your business? She now said, people in the house think that it is not her business, that she's putting her mouth, she's prognosing in what is not her business, why she's somebody she cared for, and that she does not want that girl to leave this house anytime soon. That if Big Brother can please, that she feel that she is blaming herself, as one of the reasons why Ilebaye had that double strike. Because if she had known that this thing is a case of alcohol, she wouldn't have gone to Ilebaye as at that moment. You understand? Because Ilebaye pushing her adds to more of her strike. So she was like, if Biggie can please share the strike between the two of them, so that Ilebaye would have one and she would have one, so that they both will have two strike remaining, so that Ilebaye can be herself again. That she's literally working on eggshell, that she cannot even defend herself when people indirectly and directly come for her. Big Brother now said she should advise Ilebaye that when Doyin go out, Doyin should tell Ilebaye to read the rule book again. What Big Brother is trying to say here is that Ilebaye has the right to stand for herself, but the only thing Ilebaye needs to avoid to get strike is physical, going physical, you understand? So, and now baby girl is trying to be extraordinarily careful, because whether she don't know whether she go talk and Big Brother will say, oh, you have another strike, you understand? So Big Brother is telling her to go through the rule book again. So I believe during Ilebaye's diary session, Big Brother would tell her the same thing, you understand, and tell her to go through the rule book and make sure that she stand for herself, except going physical. Because right now I think it is not just cool at all. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I actually went teary when during Doyin and Fraud diary session. That is how emotional I am. That is how emotional Mimi is. I don't just know. So Doyin actually was crying on the diary room that this is really getting up to her, that this is not just fair for one person. They have made this 2 weeks after 3 weeks so uncomfortable for Ilebaye, and it is not just cool. So, and she went ahead and mentioned some of the housemates she really likes in the house. She mentioned CeCe. She said CeCe, she does not even like her when she was outside, but coming into this house, she has seen that even CeCe is her kind of person and was quite misunderstood. She said a lot. She said she liked kids. She liked even Ike, that she did para for. She likes Ike. That's when netizens were like, I told you people that Doyin is actually playing a game. Now, I have a question for you all. If you have gone to this section of this video, do you think Doyin is playing a game? People said Doyin is using Ilebaye for her game, acting like she carry her matter for head. Me, I'll be sincere with you guys, I did not see it that way, because I've seen Doyin as one person who knows how to stand up for her friends. So do you think same thing? Let me know in the comment section. People are like, you said you do not like certain people, and next you are mentioning all those people that you like them again. Waiting they sub. She actually mentioned Kid, but she said she does not understand her and Kid. They do go off and on. And she actually mentioned Crush. She said Crush is like a baby. And this is not the only person saying that about Crush. Even CeCe. That is one of the reasons CeCe is drawn to Crush. They say he has a baby mind. Like he's just a free personality, you understand? So that is it. Now, my question before I would end off this Doyin diary session is, do you think Doyin is using Ilebaye for her game? Kindly let me know what you think about this in the comment section. So guys, I did not just you guys this thing. Kidwaya. So yesterday, okay, not yesterday, let me say earlier this morning, like around 1 a.m, the camera went in the room, and once it is around that time, the room is on black and white, but the camera went to the room, and the room Uriel was bouncing, shouting at Kidwaya. Well, because of this PMP, it may seem as though Kidwaya has been on her neck about this pardon me please, because of Uriel did not mention him in the diary room. Kidwaya have been disturbing Uriel's ear, and Uriel was like, please just leave me alone, I don't know what you want, because I did not nominate you, now you want to use it. Uriel was finishing Kidwaya that morning. I was just laughing. So after that morning, earlier today again, Kidwaya was having a conversation with Uriel. In fact, Uriel was just, Kidwaya asked Uriel, what are we having for breakfast? Uriel was like, don't ask me anything. Better go and prepare food for yourself. I'm not here to prepare food for you. This is not like upstairs where you were using me. I was your cook. It now shows that really Uriel was not pleased with how Kidwaya came off to her. And Kidwaya was like, you did not nominate me, and you went to nominate Tolani Badge. There is something one hold as trust. He was trying to play mind game with Uriel. Uriel was like, if you lie, don't trust me again, no problem. My own is that I nominated Tolani Badge because I've seen her so unhappy during this week, and I feel that's the right thing to do. But if you feel you will not trust me, then it is fine. And Kidwaya said, but the Tolani Badge you nominated, it did not still work out for her because the nomination did not come out. Uriel was like, then it is fine that she actually did what her heart told her to do. Kidwaya was like, but had it been you nominated me, I would have at least I owe you something. Do not forget Kidwaya went around promising the housemates 1 or 2s outside of the house because of mentioning him for pardon me please. But it seemed like Uriel is not buying that at all, as she was not even giving him the face. Sincerely, I can't wait for Uriel's diary section today. Anyways, coming from Akani of Lagos, Doyin's loyalty to her friend is unmatched though. Say all you want, if she there for you, trust me, she is for you. As much as I personally don't like the misunderstanding between Doyin and Ilebaye, but from today, Ceteris Paribus, I am in for their 6 months. My loyalty is to those who genuinely care for these ladies. They have their flaws and they are humans too. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Thank you. And this is giving me now the question back is, what do you think about Ilebaye and Doyin friendship? Do you think it's not genuine? To me, I think it is very genuine, especially from Doyin's side. I think it is genuine. Okay, coming from breast in neutral, Doyin is so strange, man. Like, why are you here? What do you want to achieve? Everyone is fake. Everyone is this. Stupid. What is it? I really can't reconcile Doyin being an empath and having such a foul mouth. The things she says are things I can't say to a dog, even at my angriest. That's why she keeps saying that her mouth is not good. That's why she always hold herself. Coming from Demolu, Doyin complain about those people, her fellow housemates. At the same time, and the same her is liking this or that and can't even talk to them. Me, I'm confused. Oh, exactly same. That was when me I was surprised. She literally mentioned all the people, especially she said she still like Ike. Anyways, I understand her part. That she complains about Ike does not mean he does not like him. But Ike needs to just stop that attitude of, coming for Ilebaye, and that is what got her pissed off. So I'm ending this with that question again. What do you think? You think Doyin is playing her game with Ilebaye? Let me know what you feel in the comment section, as I'll be dropping my voice right here. I will see you guys later. Make sure you don't blink on this channel, okay? Stay tuned. And if you have watched this video to this section and you have not subscribed, come on, that is wrong. Go kindly subscribe right now. Thank you so much. And do not forget, I love you, because if I don't love you, waiting again. Bye for now, guys.